Hi class, I hope you're all doing well. I'd like to share this video demonstration of how to start off uh, translating the still life using simple box shapes. And by the box shapes I mean starting out with a perimeter to build your objects around. As you can see, I am slowly taking measurements with my drawing utensil. I have my elbow straight locked in, and I'm using my drawing pencil as if it were a windshield wiper, and I'm turning it in a circular motion. And I'm currently just starting out very lightly with the HB graphite pencil and just working very light, but not being afraid to leave all my marks. I want to show all my work like an open-ended question on a math exam. And again, as you can see, I'm slowly building these box-shaped perimeters where my objects will be worked within those confines. And also, if you notice, I'm kind of holding my drawing utensil as if it was a wand. And that's helping me to work a little more gesturally, a little more free-flowing, not too focused on, the fine detail yet. And I'm able to kind of maneuver my way throughout my drawing surface. Now that I've created these box-shaped perimeters, now I can slowly work my way gesturally within those confines. And as you can see, I'm starting to really figure out the spherical shape within that box of my object, which is a skull. And I'm finding where the top of that skull starts and the bottom that meets the ground plane that it's set on. And the more I'm working gesturally with my so-called wand, I'm getting a little more comfortable with the actual feel of the object. I'm slowly reiterating the edges or the contours of that skull, and I'm starting to press a little heavier on my drawing utensil to make a more prominent line. Now, I might have mentioned in class about, how to draw a perfect circle. And you start with the box shape. And as you can see, I lined up all the corners of the circle, and each edge of the ellipse has to meet the edge of the box. And that's what I'm trying to figure out here. And again, loosely working. And as I might have mentioned in class, I'd like for you guys to imagine you have a superpower of X-ray vision and not be afraid to work through the objects. As you can see here, I'm bringing that line of that cylindrical form all the way down through the skull, and it's creating this illusion that wait a minute, is that jar in front of the skull, or is the skull in front of the jar? And being able to see through the object and draw through to really understand the form. Now I've been taking pretty nice measurements to get that nice edge of the box, and I'm following through that bottom edge, placing that box and having it the feeling of it sitting within its presence. And I'm checking my angles again using the windshield wiper movement with my elbow locked and holding my drawing utensil as if it was a wall, staring straight at a wall in front of me. And there again, I'm checking the angles, following through, drawing through the objects, again with that X-ray vision. And now I'm taking very slow, intricate measurements of the angle of that open lid of the box and making sure that all my angles and edges match up, and making sure the box shape reads as well as it can, where the lines are parallel. And now that I have found the measurements and the angles of each object, I am now beginning to reiterate the overall contour of each object with a softer, darker graphite. I believe I started with the HB, now I'm moving up to a 2B to be able to bring those edges and those forms to protrude more forward to the eye. And again, I'm not afraid to draw through each object, channeling in that superhero power of X-ray vision to really understand the overall form, which would also help create the overall volume or find the overall three-dimension of that object. And now I'm beginning with which would probably be the most challenging object in this still life, is the skull. And I'm again measuring very slowly but working very gesturally still to find those edges, finding where that cheekbone protrudes forward, where the mandible comes forward. And now that I've placed the jaw down, it's able to read and placing that object down in the foreground. Now here's a view of, what the progress we have so far, and a little glimpse of the still life we've been working with. Overall, I think this is a nice example of being able to see through objects with X-ray vision. And now I'd like to see, I am using natural light, but I am pushing the tone, and again, it's bringing in that next dimension and really pushing the values of these objects. And I did jump into, I think, possibly a 6B now, and that intensity of that softness of the graphite is now opening up the drawing to another level of completeness, which I think is pretty okay.